President Trump will decide whether to launch U.S. strikes on Iran within 2 weeks. Thanks so much for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Marius Payton. That's according to the White House. Israel and Iran have exchanged airstrikes over the past week. It started when Israel targeted Iran's nuclear program and top leadership. The Trump administration says top priority is to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. President Trump hopes the U.S. can negotiate a deal with the Middle East nation. And as the president weighs the decision from the Situation Room, some in Nashville took to the streets to say loud and clear they don't want to see the United States get involved in a war with Iran. WSMV's Braden Ross shows us why they say a war with Iran is the last thing this country needs.
As President Trump weighs the question of whether to take U.S. military action in Iran, some Nashvillians say the answer is simple. They say America has seen war in the Middle East before, and they don't want to see it again.
I'm from Cheatham County, so we have a lot of soldiers and who go off and fight. And I remember that, and I remember how terrifying it was. I remember people lost family members. And so it's very surreal to be in this moment where we're like, oh, this might be happening again.
Trump says U.S. strikes may be necessary to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons.
Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time. And I think they were a few weeks away from having one.
Although in March, his own director of national intelligence said there's no evidence to show Iran is even working on it.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon.
A poll by The Economist released Wednesday showed 60% of Americans surveyed did not want the U.S. to get involved in a war in Iran.
Why are we bombing a country, that most people can't locate on a globe?
Most of those who gathered at Centennial Park to protest Thursday night say they've been paying attention to conflicts in the Middle East for years now.
People should care because, for a number of reasons. One, it's injustice. This is about regime change, according to other experts. And so we should not be involved in that game.
But the fear of war is reaching beyond just activist circles.
I'm scared for my life.
Even those just passing by the protests say the stress is getting to them, too.
I just feel like Trump should leave it alone. Because it's going to get wicked. It's going to get out of pocket, and everything just going to go left. And then, boom, there go the world.
President Trump said Thursday he will make a decision on whether to strike Iran in the next 2 weeks. In Nashville, Braden Ross, WSMV4.